Hi, I'm Merissa Carpenito. I am currently a sports science master's student here at FSU, as well as a strength and conditioning graduate assistant, working primarily with women's tennis and men's distance while assisting with all other sports. As a coach, I'm passionate about using a holistic approach to train my athletes. I think it's important that athletes understand the importance of nutrition, hydration, recovery strategies, all the things that they can control. I like to call it the controllables. What can they control to help optimize their athletic performance? By giving the tools to these athletes, help them understand these controllables, it'll help them reach success. And as a sports scientist, I get to help my athletes answer these questions on what are the best nutrition strategies for them, or how do they hydrate best in the conditions that we have leading into a match or a game to help them reach their goals. Florida State's values align with mine, so when I got into the program, it was a no-brainer. At my time at IMG Academy, I trained several different sports, including basketball, baseball, and tennis. Going into IMG Academy, it's important to understand the training age of these athletes. These athletes are in high school, so some of them, it's their first time in the weight room and experiencing this type of environment. So as I go into coaching these athletes, we focus a lot on the youth athletic development model. So focusing on basic motor patterns and building a strong foundation that they could build off of for the rest of their athletic career. For most of these patterns, it's push, pull, hinge, carry, all of those things that are going to set these athletes up for success as they move into the future. I'd say the biggest thing between training the different sports is my accessory exercises. So for example, with baseball and tennis, I'm going to do more rotational exercises, whereas with basketball, we're going to work on more vertical force. The highlight of my sports science master's program was being able to implement the material that I was learning in the classroom directly with my athletes here at FSU. For example, in my class, sport and fitness testing, we learned a lot about force plates, diving into the data that it gives, the curves, how to read the data, how to interpret the data, and then implement it into programming. So with my athletes, I actually had a lot of force plate data already, so I was able to dive even deeper than my previous knowledge and create informed decisions for my athletes, which ended up helping them in their athletic career and really specifying my programs to the needs of my athletes. As a strength and conditioning coach, I have the opportunity to spend a lot of time with my athletes. This is awesome because it also gives me the opportunity to encourage them and influence them in a variety of ways. As a strength and conditioning coach, I want to build great athletes, but also great humans so that these athletes can thrive in the world once they graduate. I believe by being my authentic self, by holding my athletes to a standard and holding them accountable, and by giving them the autonomy in different situations that we have, allows them to gain skills that they can take into the real world and help them thrive once they graduate.